Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Aaron Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic.
We used to be a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, we'd rather talk about literally anything else now.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Cool.
Yeah, fine. I'm not really good. I'm not really bad. The definition of fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
How are you?
I'm doing really good. I just got back from a family vacation. I was gone for 1 week, which is part of why this podcast is late. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome, and also I spent a week with my family in a house.
Yeah, family vacations are a blessing and a curse.
Yes, 100%. And I had to work during part of it, and so I would get up in the morning, I would hang out with my kid and wait for everyone else to wake up, and then I would have to work for 3 hours. But there were a couple of days where I was just peace out, I'm fucking out of here. I worked 2 hours and was I'm done. I'm going on a dune buggy ride. Thanks, goodbye.
Dune buggies.
I hadn't been on a dune buggy in decades.
Yeah, I don't think I've been on one since I was little.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Where were you?
We were in Coloma, Michigan. It's by South Haven.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. My parents are building a house in South Haven that's going to be their they're going to sell their big. All of us lived in this house. They don't fucking need it anymore, and so they're having this house built in South Haven,
cool.
Basically for them and our family to come stay in. So it was cool to get to see the lot and where they're going to be building and the community that they'll be part of. So it was fun, although tiring. I had to sleep on the top bunk of a bunk bed for 7 days. It was rough. The
By yourself?
No, it was me. And so the way the room was set up is there's a top bunk, there's a double sized, I think it was a full or a queen mattress that was the bottom bunk, and then a trundle bed that pulls out underneath of it. And so me, Michael, and Jean split those 3 beds each day.
Yeah.
Except I was on the bunk on the top almost every single day. I can't sleep underneath.
No, it's terrifying.
I get such bad claustrophobia now. It started when I was pregnant and it never went away. I just can't do it.
I couldn't even do it when I was little. I can't. And I love caving in.
Yeah, me too.
But if I'm in a lower bunk, I just stare at the top and go, but what if it crushes me to death?
Yeah,
what if it breaks? Who put this together?
Yeah, it was weird. And I don't feel that way on the top. I wasn't this is going to collapse at any moment. I was just
and something about sleeping bunk there too, because I used to have a bunk bed in my room, I think in high school, because I had I slept on the top, and then I had one of those bunk beds that had the couch underneath it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not a couch sitting. It's specifically the sleeping, and somebody's above you.
Yes. Not even somebody above me. If it's anything, it's that low ceiling. It just really, it makes me feel trapped.
I think I would feel fine if nobody was sleeping up there, because there's no weight. I don't know. I haven't been in a bunk bed in a long time.
Yeah, it was, neither had I. It had been a minute, but the mattresses were very comfortable. I was glad that the Airbnb that we stayed in was actually pretty nice, which was cool. I mean, it slept 12 people, so it was fucking big. It was also in the middle of a neighborhood. It was we got there and we were oh, these neighbors are pretty close, and we were just hanging out, and in the end, we were we're probably so much better than a group of 12 that normally comes here, bachelor parties, etc. It was just this family chilling for 7 days.
Airbnbs are
hit or miss. Sometimes they're wonderful. Sometimes
and it's also just an ethically dubious thing where you're but where else are you going to stay? 12 people?
Yeah, exactly. It's necessary evil in some cases, and sometimes it's something that you're nah, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do just want to stay in a hotel. Sometimes I really do just want someone to wash my towels for me.
100%. 1,000,000% even. Yeah, I'm not really an Airbnb person other than if it is a true group vacation. Mm-hmm. But when me and Nick have stayed in Airbnbs, it's 99% of the time I'm why are we here? Why are we not in a hotel?
Yeah, man. The hotel world too has changed.
Yeah, I know. Everything is terrible. It's 2025. Everything is terrible.
I wasn't even going to say it's terrible. I feel like so many hotels realize, like, if we don't step up in certain ways,
Oh, yeah, that's true. You can get good hotels for pretty cheap now because of Airbnb.
Yeah. They're like, please come back. Please come back to us. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, that's good.
You got a rant?
Sort of. I'm really phoning it in this week. My rant, again, regular caveat, world is bad. Our rants and raves are generally more silly than that. Yes. World is rough. I would say my rant and my rave are like the same. So maybe I'll think of a different rave. But it's like not even a real rant, but I just think it's so insane. All of the like conservatives and Republicans being like, Superman's woke now. It's insane. It is both very funny because you're like, wow, these people are legitimately stupid. But also as like a comic book person, a Superman fan, somebody who used to hate Superman and then like actually read Superman comics. And I was like, oh, wait, actually, he's the best. It's just like there's no part of his story that is... all parts of his like origin story are considered woke today, and they're just like regular things.
Yeah.
Like this man is an immigrant and he was raised illegally by people, and he thinks that everyone has value and he doesn't kill people, and he thinks that wars are bad and that
fancy that
parody should be like, he's just like fundamentally like they joke around, they call him the Boy Scout, but it's true. He's just good. He's just good. And to be like, oh, wow, Superman's woke. And it's like, no, he's literally always been like this. That's like the whole thing. He was written by 2 Jewish immigrants during World War II. His whole thing is, let's fight fascism.
Yeah, for real.
And honestly, having seen it too, it's so good. It's very funny. It's very interesting to watch because like I feel like we're used to a lot of Marvel movies now, and a lot of Marvel movies that have had a Captain America or a Captain America adjacent figure like Falcon, who is also Captain America, Bucky, et cetera, et cetera. And while those messages are still very similar, those movies still like, and TV shows still kind of play into like the military industrial complex, because like Bucky and Cap are soldiers, Falcon is soldier, like even in the comics where they're like fighting fascism and stuff, like they are still like a part of this system. And the big difference with Superman is that he is not a part of any system. He chooses to be good. Also, that's the thing too. Like Superman has the power to literally take over the world, and he chooses to be good. Because loving everybody is punk rock.
Hey.
That's what he says in the movie, and it's adorable. It's just like so wild. And again, at times it's so funny because you're like, wow, you guys just like really don't understand anything. Like truly, how do you go to the movies? How do you watch Star Wars? How do you watch a Marvel movie? How do you watch Superman? How do you consume media that is not Fox News or Yellowstone? Like truly, like, because even movies that are like not as clear in their messaging, like almost all sci-fi is going to have an anti-capitalist message, even if it's like a shoot 'em up sci-fi. It just is like, that's the foundation of the genre. Like how do you consume any entertainment?
You look at it through a conservative, hateful lens where it's like about power.
Or you just don't understand what you're watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, media literacy tanked. That's a huge part of it, is that people truly don't have media literacy, and so they just map their own experiences onto shit.
I get that. Like, I've read stuff. We were joking today about me, like, reading Yertle the Turtle as a kid and me not realizing that it was, like, about like fighting fascism. And I was like, yeah, I mean, but I was like a child. I was like,
it's
5,
all different. Yeah.
Right. Or like one of my favorite comic books when I first started reading comic books was Fables. And now with media literacy, I know that's like very Zionist and all this stuff, but I didn't know enough about that. So I didn't pick it up. So like I do understand that there is media that can be more sneaky or, you know, not as like slapping you in the face with it, but like, there's nothing sneaky about Star Wars.
No,
there's nothing sneaky about the X-Men. Like, there's nothing sneaky.
No, people think that there is. Like, again, people who do not have the media literacy, and some of that is personal choice, and some of that is just lacking in school systems and shit like that. That's the American public education system, and that is
Yeah, I mean, Punisher, right? That's a really
oh my God.
That's a really obvious one.
Oh my God. Just
where it's like, wow, you just don't understand this character at all. And Punisher's not a great character, and he's been written in many ways, and like obviously some comic books are more in line with like whatever. But yeah, it's just like, wow, you just like don't understand the symbology, the like meaning. Like you'll buy a Superman shirt at Target, but then be like, he's woke now. And be like, well, now?
Yeah.
Even in the Zack Snyder ones, like, yes, there's a lot of problems with those. Superman kills a guy, not good. Superman literally would never. He was raised by like a Ayn Rand puck, and but even in that movie, he struggles because he is fundamentally good in a grim, dark world. Mm-hmm. It's just like, it's just so insane. Superman's woke now. He's what? And it's funny until you start thinking about it and you're like, this is crazy. Oh, these are the people who like vote in a way or like say stuff where you're like, this is actively what you're voting for and what you think or like what shows up in your life are fundamentally different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's happening right now with immigration here, where people are like, oh, it could never have happened to me. I voted for mass deportation and now my wife is gone. And it's like, yeah, that's media literacy. Like, how did you not understand that you were voting for your own demise? And so, I mean, that's true in so many ways, obviously right now. But yeah, that in particular is just like, I don't understand how you can't look at your own situation. Just willing. We're different. We're the special ones. It's like, you're not.
It's so nuts. Anyways, so that was like funny for a second. And then I was like, oh, this is sad. This is actually like a microcosm of a bigger problem. Mm-hmm. There was like some tweet that I think summed it up perfectly. And by tweet, whenever I say tweet, I mean Blue Sky. I've not been on Twitter. I just don't know what else to call it.
Post?
Yeah, but
I refuse to call it a skeet. If anyone else comes to Blue Sky and is like, we need to change it, I'm like, no, it's a skeet. But like in my own life, it's a post.
Yeah, but post could be on any social media.
I mean, that's fair. I don't really call anything else post except for Blue Sky.
What do you call Instagram?
I don't know. A photo? I guess I could post a photo, but I just put stuff in my stories, so I like don't even think about it's a post.
Post a story.
I don't know.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. That was like, is Superman woke now, or are you just realizing that you're the bad guy?
For real.
It's crazy. It like melts my brain a little bit where you're just like, again, fundamentally, I don't think it is a crime to be stupid. And I mean stupid in like, there's no judgment in this. Like a lot of people don't have a lot of book smarts or like, you know, our brains develop differently. People have learning disabilities. People like, you don't have to be this like elite liberal, hyper intelligent, but like you can be dumb and have common sense.
Yeah.
But when you're dumb and don't have common sense, that's a rough combination.
Yes, it is.
That's a rough and no self-awareness. That's a triple threat of bad. I know that maybe stupid is not the word I should use. I just don't know what word, because that one has a lot of connotations. But like, it's okay to not be traditionally smart.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. You don't have to be an intellectual.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome if you are. It's awesome if you're like reading books and like writing articles and like thinking critically all the time. But like, you can have basic critical thinking skills.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
Critical thinking skills are cool.
Critical thinking skills are punk rock.
They're super punk rock. Anyways, yeah, that was just like, ha 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 ha. That's how I was feeling every time I read it. I'd be like, oh, fucking idiots. Oh, but also, what do you mean? You really don't get it? What do you mean? And also, I've seen the movie. It's not, well, it isn't. Nah, but I'll save that for my rave, because my rave is going to be Superman. Spoiler. What's your rant?
My rant is I fucking hate AI.
Oh, God.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate that it's being shoved into everything. It's bad.
Say that you can't turn it off in apps that you used to use. I don't use Duolingo anymore because they kept pushing AI and they fired a bunch of people. And I was like, cool, I just started using this app. I know, late to the party. But I was like, I'm not going to be doing it anymore.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I was glad that I sort of fell off of it, and I pay for my family subscription, and so I told everyone, like, it expires in December and it will not be renewing. Like, that's the thing about Duolingo, too. No matter when you quit, it makes you go through the end of the year. And so it was like, all right, my sister can benefit from this. She can deal with the AI in a way that I can't. Like, nah, man, I hate it. I hate that it's programs that used to work and now they fucking don't. Like,
it doesn't work. The majority of people in the world don't want it. It's bad for the environment. Like, there's like nothing good about it.
I got into a conversation this last week about, I know somebody
with whom?
Family members. And so I had a discussion with someone last week about, they were using Chat GPT for some things, and I like literally had to get up and leave the room. And was like, I can't be getting into this argument with my family right now.
In this family vacation where I'm stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Day 3, and I have to be here for 4 more days.
Like. Yep, exactly. And I just got up and left the room.
On a family vacation, my sister-in-law had a bunch of Harry Potter books, and I was like, I gotta leave this room.
Yeah, and I know part of it.
Gotta leave this room.
Like, part of it is picking battles that suck, right? That, like, it is our obligation to do that as people who know better. But also there is a certain, like, if I bring this up now, this is not going to be helpful. This isn't a teaching moment. This is
yeah, you have to be like I had conversations with her after about that.
Totally.
But like, you have to it's maybe not media literacy, but that's kind of like social literacy of being like, okay,
cultural literacy.
No good outcome is going to happen here. I do need to pick my time and place.
Yes, absolutely. And so this was one for me where I was like, I can't do it right now. I can't be the person. And so the kind thing is to walk away from this. And like, he was talking about how he had used ChatGPT to pull some like business information. And my stepdad is a lawyer, and he and I were like, yeah, but you got to be really fucking careful when you do that. And we were talking about how there are lawyers who keep using ChatGPT, and it's fake. None of it's real. Like, you have to check the case numbers. Like 90% of the time, it's a quote, 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 hallucination, lie. Like, they're not real. They do fucking lie in that sense. Like, and so he was like, yeah, there are lawyers getting big fucking sanctions, like huge thousands of dollars sanctioned because they're submitting this shit without checking it. And it's like, again, people don't have the literacy to understand that. And so it's difficult because it's like, I don't just want to be like, you big dumb, you know what I mean? And like, it's hard.
And if you think about it, the like last big waves of technology have been overall good. And I don't mean that in the sense of like, people who are in cobalt mines and things like that. But if you think about like phones or iPads, or it is technology that works. That's what I mean. Maybe not overall good. The last like big waves of technology that have been transformative and life-changing do fundamentally work. So people have this idea of like, oh, this is the next one. It works.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It fucking doesn't. I had to talk to my nieces about, we were talking about research, and they were like, yeah, but you can just go on Google and it highlights the information that you want. And so I was like, we need to have a discussion about secondary sources, and like, you can't just rely on that. And so it was like one of those too, right? Where it was like, I can talk to the younger kids about it to be like, stop using this.
Yeah.
Like, it's breaking your brain and making it smooth. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, people start to rely on it, and there are so many studies now that it just rots your brain and like is creating psychosis in people because they think that they're talking to God, and it's like, you're talking to yourself, and that's it. And people don't understand that. And it's like,
that's crazy. Or people are like, oh, I'm like on a date with the Chat GPT, and be like,
bro, we had a whole ass movie about this like a decade ago. Like, we all saw Her. Like, this is the exact same shit they were talking about a decade ago, and like, it's like bad.
The loneliness epidemic is your own fault.
Oh, there are, yes. Yeah, so I fucking hate AI. I hate that I can't turn it off. I hate that it is bad. I hate that I am doing physical work to check it against shit at my job.
I've never once willingly used it, but obviously because it's insidiously, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
why did it sound wrong? Placed into a bunch of shit that you use. It's like sometimes you don't even know that you're using it, and then they'll be like powered by AI, and you're like, fuck.
Yep, anything I can do to avoid it. And like, there are so many ethical concerns. It's so fucking stupid. As a machine, it is actually stupid.
Yeah,
like it's
bad stupid.
Yeah, derogatory. Like
Yeah.
it just makes me so angry. And I like my go-to now is just it's bad for the environment. It's so bad for the environment. I cannot ethically justify using it. And most people will leave it alone, or they'll ask, which is the other thing where it's
Not
like.
bad.
If you're using this, just imagine you're pouring an entire bottle of water on the ground. That is how much water every single query uses. And think about how many fucking queries are being made every single day. Like, don't do it.
I think my go-to is, isn't it kind of sad that you can't write your own email?
Right? Like, for real.
Honestly, don't you feel pathetic doing that?
Right? It is stripping you of critical skills. It is bad.
You can't write 5 sentences?
Right.
That's sad, actually.
People who say they want to be writers and are like, I just put stuff into ChatGPT, it's like, you're not a fucking writer.
No.
Like, part of writing is failing. And part of art is failure. That's how you learn things. And like, this is a learned language model that's learned language model. Like,
That's-
it's pumping plagiarism back out. It's not original. You can't copyright it. That's
There's
the other
so
thing.
many fascinating, interesting articles about fan fiction and AI and how, like, obviously most fandom people and fanfic writers and readers are like, we don't want AI, but then other people are like, well, that's gatekeeping. And I'm just like, that's
It's
not what
not.
that word means.
It's not.
Actually, that's not what that word means, and that's not what this means. This is you weaponizing therapy speech because, again, your brain is smooth because you use AI.
Right, exactly. And like, I've heard so many people, not so many, I've heard enough people say like, it's ableist to say that you shouldn't use AI. It's fucking not. It's 100% not. It is not an ableist thing to say you shouldn't use a smooth brain machine. Like, it's not.
Yeah. And honestly, that's like a herd mentality thing. Like, if AI were something that is good for people who have disabilities, which it's not because it doesn't work,
Yeah.
us all using it and ruining it, and like, then this tool's not for us. So us all using it to make a picture of like Hannibal with jugs, like that's not. It's actually unethical for you to use it then if it is made for people primarily with disabilities, because every time you Google something stupid, it fucks the
poison
AI
it,
up.
which is good and we should be doing, but which is
I'm
good
just
and we
saying
should be
if it
doing.
actually worked for,
Oh, yeah. It's
that's a dumb argument.
isn't it better to automate stuff? And like, yeah, it is. That's what it should be used for. It's really simple automation tasks. Like, no one is saying that any kind of robotics work that works on that kind of like shared platform is bad. Not all of it is bad. It's this particular use of it that you're again poisoning the system for stuff that should be able to be used by this kind of technology. And instead we're using it for plagiarism and Hannibal with jugs and like
And anti-Semitism.
and anti-Semitism. Like, it is oh man, I don't even want to talk about Twitter's AI. It's just I cannot be. I
No,
can't.
we don't got to because we're not on it.
If you're still on Twitter, get the fuck off.
Yeah, if you're
There's-
still on Twitter, why? Oh,
Why?
there was an article that NPR released that was like our traffic, because a lot of news organizations and stuff are afraid to like leave Twitter because so much of their traffic for a long time relied on it. And they were like, yeah, we left Twitter and our traffic went down a single percent.
right?
Like, it's not what it's used for anymore. We have
No.
to move on from that platform.
It is literally just a Nazi machine. You're just hanging out in a Nazi bar. Sorry.
Yeah, you're choosing to hang out in a Nazi bar.
100%. It's time to get off. It doesn't matter how many followers. That's the thing. So many people are stuck on their follower count. And like, bro, 90% of those people aren't there anymore. Our bots don't actually exist. Like,
Yeah.
just
You have to think
leave.
about who are you even interacting with on
Right,
there.
exactly. And it's been fascinating to watch, Kat Abu, what is her last name? Abu Ghazala, I think.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Really? Oh, man, you'd like her. She's a candidate for one of the Illinois districts.
Oh, wait, I do. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm following her on Blue Sky.
Yeah, she's legit. I like her a lot. I love that she releases all of her campaign donations and, like, is very, meticulous about it. And she released a thing that was, somebody asked her, like, how many of your donations come from each of your platforms, basically. And she was like, Blue Sky 100%. It's way better than anything else because they don't throttle links there like they do on Instagram, Twitter, etc. Like, is nice to see that it exists somewhere good. I don't know. Anyway, rant over.
Rant over. My rave is the Superman movie. It's so good. It's so good. It has comedy and brevity and like stuff like all of James Gunn's movies and things, but it's not like the haha laugh machines like Guardians and Suicide Squad or whatever. Like those movies have heart and stuff too. I'm not dismissing them, but like it's just it opens great. There's no origin story. Like this is a slight spoiler, but it like opens in the middle of a battle. Like
hell yeah.
Lex is already being Lex. Lois is already being Lois. Superman and Clark are already being Superman and Clark. James Gunn treats you like an intelligent person who knows who Superman is because Superman's been around since 1935 or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just such a refreshing tone in a superhero movie to not be like, well, we got to go from the beginning. Like, we super don't.
Yeah.
We really, really don't.
One of the things that I've heard said positively about it is that it feels like a sequel where there is no first movie. Yeah. And, like, that sounds dope.
Yeah, one of my friend's partners who's, like, a reviewer described it as a really long episode of Superman, the Superman Adventures, the cartoon that people really love, or the original Superman cartoon. The one that was on with, like, the Batman in the 90s.
That era, yeah.
And it does in many ways feel like a really good episode of television and less like a movie, which I mean in a positive way. He's a dork. He's a stupid dork. I love him. He's like one of the first things he says is "what the hey" instead of like "what the hell." Like he uses golly unironically. He's wearing those stupid corny trunks. He says being kind is punk rock. Like
so cute.
He's like the whole big conflict stems from in the like off screen before the movie starts. Superman stops a war, and then a bunch of people are like, "Does Superman have the right to do that?" All of this stuff, and so it's like he's getting involved in politics, and he just doesn't understand. He's like, "But people were gonna die, and they didn't need to die." Mm-hmm. Like it's so like he's just. I saw some post that was like David Cornsweet was made in a factory to be Superman. Like truly, he's so good in this role. And there have been a lot of really good Supermans. There really has. And Rachel Brosnahan is perfect as Lois. And like the casting is just amazing. Some of the callbacks to the movies, not even the comics, are good. Like Eve Tessmacher is like a character, which is rad. And she's great. The cast really kills it. You know, a lot of the complaints, people would see the trailers and be like, how are they going to fit all of these superheroes in there? Because you have Superman and you have Metamorpho and you have Mr. Terrific and you have Hawk Girl and you have Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. And people are like, well, how are you going to fit all of that? And like, one complaint I've heard is that it feels less like a Superman movie and more like a superhero movie. And I was like, I kind of liked that. I liked that it was really collaborative. And like Mr. Terrific is a character I really like, and he's in the movie a lot. He's great. Fucking Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is truly like inspired casting because Nathan Fillion is annoying and Guy Gardner is annoying, and he's great as that. I wish that there was more from Hot Girl, but that's like just an evergreen statement. Comics and movies. Hot Girl fucking rules. She does have one rad fucking moment, and you're like, yes. And the Metamorpho stuff was interesting. To be honest, I don't know a ton about Rex Mason, but I thought that was interesting. I was really hesitant about Nicholas Hoult as Lex. I think he did a great job. I think he did a really good job. Yeah, it was good. It was just like, that's Superman. This is a Superman story. The Krypto stuff was adorable. There's like a really fun cameo at the end that literally had the whole audience like cheering. Yeah, it just rules. It was just very affirming. Also, like, I was going to say in my other section, like, it's not even that political. It just reads like a regular, superhero story, which is true. But the war in question is very Israel-Palestine. So, like, there are some big political swings. And, like, honestly, I don't know when this was written. I don't know when, like, movies take a long time. So, like, it's either very prescient or James Gunn was like, fuck it. Like, fuck it, we ball. Like, but yeah, I mean, the casting of Ma and Pa Kent, like, James Gunn, I guess, said, like, I didn't want them to just, like, look like aging Hollywood actors. They are the most regular people I've seen in a movie ever, and they're great.
Awesome.
They're really good. It was awesome. It was really good. I can't wait to see it again. There's, like, one or two things that I don't, like, love about it, but in the grand scheme, I'm like, whatever. It served the movie, so who cares? And they're not, like, that big. Not everything's perfect, but... It was just really like everybody was like, we just need a good Superman movie. And we got it. We got a great one. And I'm excited for, this is the first wave, I guess, of like James Gunn's DC vision or whatever. He's the DC Kevin Feige or whatever. And this is a great vision. And the cameo that they have that like sets up kind of the next wave, like excellent already.
Cool.
Like, so... pretty exciting stuff.
Cool.
Superman is lame again, and by lame again, I mean cool as hell.
Yeah.
Also, anybody that says, I'm not a Superman guy, has just, like, never read a Superman comic or really paid attention to Superman. I get the instinct to be like, oh, Superman, overpowered, annoying. I used to be that guy. I was fundamentally wrong.
Yeah, and, like, I'm not a Superman girly, but, like, I have respect for the character.
Yeah, but you're not like, ugh, Superman. You're just I don't read this comic.
And, like, I have read some of it, too. Like, I love Red Sun. It's one of my favorite comics. It's so fucking good.
Flip-flop. But he's even, like, good.
But part of that, right, is that you have to know a little bit about Superman because then you get to the end, spoiler, and you realize that it's a never-ending cycle where Superman becomes Lex and Lex becomes Superman, depending on what country they're living in. Like, I love the way that Red Sun plays.
Elseworlds.
Right. I like that is something that's considered in the like lore overall of Superman, even if it's its own like pocket thing. That's like whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Like, I really liked that. I didn't like it as much as the Batman one, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Superman's just like. And it's nice to be working at a comic book store and people being like, what are good Superman comics? And you're like, great, I get to talk about this. Like, because like these are ones that I read that like literally changed my mind. I just think it's like Superman has the babyface problem where like writing a babyface in wrestling is really hard and rare. Like a true good babyface is rare because it's hard to write without being corny or unbelievable or whatever. But when a babyface is written that hits like a Bailey, it's great. It's phenomenal. Like it's this, and Superman has that problem. So like if you have a writer who understands him and cares about him, like Mark Waid or something, and you're like, oh yeah, this is Superman. But it's an easy thing to miss because you can just turn him into kind of a loser cornball or be like, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make Superman bad. And you're like, he can't, that's not.
It's like Batman using a gun. It just feels fundamentally incorrect.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb. That's like Batman using a gun. Sorry, he just recently used a gun to shoot his own kid in the face.
Oh, cool. Very Batman.
Extremely bad.
I know, right? That's what I said.
Oh, God, it's so annoying. Yeah, like, I don't care what you do with characters, but you have to keep them fundamentally the same. I mean, the big difference between the DC universe and the Marvel universe is, like, superheroes be murdering in the Marvel universe. The X-Men do murders.
Oh, like, yeah.
Captain America, again, I would like to reiterate, a soldier does murder. Superman's never killed anyone ever. Batman has never killed anyone ever. Batman literally created a crazy weird robot that if he ever killed somebody would kill Batman. Like, and yes, there are DC characters that do kill, but like the big ones don't kill. Full stop. That's like the core tenet.
Most important part.
Truly. Anyways, it's really good. Highly recommend. Even if you're like, I'm not a Superman guy, just go see it. It's really good. It's great.
I know. I really need to see it. I'm excited.
Highly recommend. What is your rave?
My rave is also about a babyface, actually. My rave is about how fucking good the Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley match was at All In.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fucking good. Talk about a babyface. Like, Hangman Page does everything in his power to be a bad guy sometimes, and like, sorry, bro, you're
just a good guy.
You're just lovable. Everyone wants to be on your side. You burned a man's house to the ground, and we were like, yay! You go, Hangman Adam Page.
You gotta lean in sometimes.
He did the whole alcoholism story, and people are like, yes, bro, come to the other side of this. Like, I love Hangman Page. I have been a big fan of his, like, basically from the moment that I learned who he was. I was at the Ring of Honor show where he got inducted into the Bullet Club.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, man.
Man, remember when we used to go to independent wrestling?
Yeah, I do. I miss it.
And all those guys that are now famous were independent wrestlers.
Yeah, for real, dude. It's bizarre.
I've seen so many of the like big famous guys now.
Dude, I went on a date with somebody recently who is into wrestling and has gotten into like AEW and like knows a decent amount and loves Pentagon. And I was trying to explain like, oh yeah, I've seen him. And he was like, oh yeah, a couple of times. I'm like, no. You don't understand.
Well, I have like pictures with him.
Right? I was like, I've seen him minimum 50 fucking times because I went to so many goddamn shows and like he was on so many shows.
I mean, there was a time when Penta and Phoenix were like, we're just in the United States for like a year and we're going to be on every single show.
It was awesome. And like, it is bizarre now. I've been to a couple of independent shows. I go to AAW sometimes still, and it's weird to be there and be like, I don't know who the next ones are. I don't know who inside of this are the big guys right now because I'm just not involved in it. But anyway, all of that to say, this match fucking ruled. It was a Texas death match. If you didn't know that, I imagine most people listening to this know that.
I was at a Kesha concert.
I was also at a reunion dinner, and so I didn't get to watch it live. So Michael and I watched. I didn't know anything. I had no spoilers whatsoever, and so I went into it totally blind. I kind of knew Paige was going to win. I had an idea that that's what was going to happen, but it was phenomenal. He had a whistling solo as his opener, which was so good. It was
a whistling solo?
Yeah. You know how the beginning of a Western is that, like, snake rumbling sound. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That like high noon bell whistle noise.
Yeah.
This woman there are professional whistlers. There are people who are extremely good at it and do it for all kinds of shit. And she was doing this whistling Western solo, and it was so good. And like, Jon Moxley was great. He's playing a very, very good villain right now. I love the role that he's playing. He has a villain beard, which is disgusting. Like, fucking horrible. But it works so well with this character. Like,
villain beard.
I love.
What does that mean, villain beard?
You know how in COVID, all of the men who didn't have to go outside grew that same long, scraggly beard? It's that.
Oh, not my husband.
Well, your husband doesn't have a beard.
My husband literally has a beard right now.
Does he really?
What are you talking about?
I just picture him with the mustache.
Yeah, he does love the mustache.
He loves the mustache. That's
he
how I picture
frequently tries to do a mustache and a little stubble to look like a Hangman Adam Page.
Hell yeah. Hangman looked great. He like delivered so well on the I'm getting the shit beat out of me, and at every single moment it was like, God, I want this babyface to make it. God, I want him to do it. And then also at the end, spoiler if you haven't seen it, Swerve comes out and helps him, and it's just this like wonderful moment. It was so gay. I loved it so much. I have found, like, okay, so we're doing this fan fiction thing right on our Discord where Stella will give me a link and I'll live post about it. And then every once in a while, if I have extra time, I will search something out on AO3 and try to figure out whatever. Like, this is what I haven't read before, or this is like a genre that I haven't gotten into. The only thing that I've read that carried on to the outside of fan fiction was I read one very short, very get right to it, suck and fuck.
It's called Plot What Plot.
Plot What Plot. It was Swerve and Hangman Adam Page after the house burning down match. And that is the only one. When Swerve came out, I was like, they're gay lovers and they're going to kiss after the show. It's going to be so beautiful. Like,
that's so funny.
And like, why? Why is that the thing I connected with? I don't know, because I love these two individual characters, which I feel like is probably the real core tenet of fan fiction, right? Of the, like, I love these characters and I want to see them interact in certain ways.
100%.
So I'm starting to understand that. I still don't really understand the genres within it and, like, what I, like, the hurt comfort and the, I don't know, suck and fuck. I don't know.
It's called plot with plot.
Fine, plot with plot. But I'm still like figuring that out too. So that was fun in that moment to be like, oh.
Well, you're also reading short ones, so you're not gonna get they're basically gonna be plot with plot. Like,
yeah, I mean,
because
I feel like you have done a really good job of providing me ones that are not just plot, no plot though. Like,
yeah, I think a lot of them would still fall under that category because like
okay.
you're not reading like a coffee shop AU where like it's like chapters and chapters of them like flirting over fucking one of them's a barista or whatever. Like, and hurt comfort, you could probably have a short hurt comfort, but like part of that is about the like forced proximity of one person taking care of the other person.
That was what the one that I read was, because it was very short, but the like core of it was, we're hurt from this match and we want to take care of each other, and then the plot, no plot. But like that inside of that too, like, I don't know, that one stuck with me in a way that the others didn't, and like I have found that very surprising.
It's very funny.
Again, I think that it's because I really connect with these characters, and like I just love this. And oh my god, what the fuck is her name? Marina
Shafir?
Yes, she's part of the Death Riders, and like I didn't care for her. I don't think that she's a super great wrestler, but
she's
like,
still married to Roddy.
I think so, yeah. And
I love Roddy. He's so stupid.
Yes, I agree. And like she has really started to grow on me as she's been so well used inside of the Death Riders. And man, they let her take some bumps. Some pretty big fucking bumps. And
she's
like
literally a UFC fighter.
Yes.
Let her take some bumps.
And like in the build up to this, that you know that they do in the promo packages going up, that's like, here's the last 3 months of whatever the fuck has been going on, which I needed because I haven't been watching it.
Yeah.
Hangman hits Marino with the fucking buckshot lariat right at like the last all-in preview match or whatever. She tucked that shit like a champ. It was wild.
I love a lariat.
When they did the package before the actual match, they cut right at her taking it, obviously, because there's some concern about being fucking whacked in the chest by a man. But it's like that episode of The X-Files that we watched where the chair hit the teacher, and it was like, what your brain does instead of seeing it is almost worse, or is often very much worse than what you're actually seeing. And so I liked that. I liked that you had this like,
he killed her.
He fucking killed her. But he gave her a, oh my God, the one that Taker does, the upside down one. I'm totally
Tombstone.
Yes, he did that to her through a fucking table off the ring, and it looked brutal. It was fucking brutal, and it was awesome. It was so good. Again, spoiler at the end of the match, he makes Mox tap out in like a pretty dramatic way, because this is the second time they've done a Texas Texas death match. And last time Hangman won by choking him out with the chain, which is how he won again this time. And it felt very much like we're making a very deliberate decision about this. And to watch Mox like freak out like a cartoon character where he's like, I'm literally gonna fucking die. Watching him tap out like really hard was awesome.
Maybe I'll watch it.
I highly recommend it. It was not as long as I thought it was going to be, because like it starts 5 hours into this pay-per-view, which is absolutely Jesus fucking Christ, dude, right? And so you get to the end
that made me want to vomit.
Like getting through
WrestleMania. I guess it is their WrestleMania.
Yeah, it is their WrestleMania, and also I'm sure part of
when
that was
pre-show. When did it move from Labor Day?
I don't know. I think last year, maybe not. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I just remember when I was working and it was on Labor Day, and I go to Dragon Con on Labor Day, it was like, well, this sucks.
Yeah. Yes, they're not doing that anymore. Yeah, it's 5 hours into the pay-per-view, and there's an hour left when you're like looking at the pay-per-view as a whole. And so I was like, fuck, this is going to be a long match. I'm ready for that. Long. It was not that long, and like it clipped so fast that it was like, this is what I want from wrestling. This is what I want from a main event. This is what I want from two really established characters that have already had this history. Like, they just fucking nailed it. Sometimes AEW does not nail it, But man, when they nail it, they do a fucking great. It's like everything with Timeless Tony Storm. Just the absolute fucking let these characters be the characters that you let them be. You know what I mean? Like, this was just a great example of they really let them run, and it was awesome to watch. So I highly recommend watching that. I haven't watched a single other match yet from All In, but that was the one that Michael and I were like, we've got to fucking watch this. Yeah. So highly, highly recommend.
Awesome.
Yay.
What else do we do on this podcast?
What have you been doing for, community resistance, etc.?
Yeah, I did my orientation to volunteer at Open Books Warehouse, which I'm excited about. That's the warehouse that's more pay what you can, and all the children's books and stuff are free. And they do all the online orders there. It's kind of like the other two stores are the like more traditional used bookstores. This is kind of like the hub, the like nitty gritty. So that's cool. I'm excited to start doing that. Over 4th of July weekend, I for some reason was like, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel movies that I haven't seen. And every Marvel movie that I watched, I also made a donation to an anti-ICE organization. I was like,
saw that. That
it's
was
America.
Awesome.
It's America's birthday and boo. And also I feel kind of lame just like mainlining these like mainstream like movies. So I was like, every time I watch a movie, I'm going to make a donation to an anti-ICE organization.
That rules.
So those are the main things I've done. I also helped a friend who is... she had put aside a lot of money for donations, and I think her company does like a company match. And she was like, I don't know where to give my money. Here are the causes that I'm looking for. And I just kind of helped her facilitate where she wanted to donate and stuff like that. So helping other people share their money.
Yeah.
Mostly that.
I have no idea what I've done the last 2 months. I'm just going to be super real about it. I haven't been really tracking it the last couple of months. I just felt very overwhelmed by it.
Yeah,
and so, again,
that's absolutely fair.
Spending money on being a human being, like, that is part of what I've been doing. And then past that, like, I don't know, man, surviving, like, that.
That's real. Like, you can't always be doing something. You just have to always be... when you have the energy, time, money to do it. But it's, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So, like, you can take water breaks.
That's what it feels like. And I'm also, like, I have recognized and am working in therapy. I'm in a depressive slide right now. And so there's also a part of me that's like, I'm not doing enough. And then I beat myself up. And then I'm not doing enough. And then I beat myself up. And so I've been going through that the last month as well. But it is hard. This is a water break month for me. I just needed...
There are also other things that you do. Like, for instance, like I was telling you earlier, like I haven't been to a Starbucks in maybe almost a year. And I have purposefully... I used to go to Dunkin' because it was easy. But I've purposefully not been doing that either. And like Googling like, what is a coffee shop in this neighborhood? I've gone to a bunch of new coffee shops near my work and near my home. And like... Is that revolutionary? No, but like spending money at a local business, especially in like, I work in a area where there's like a predominantly Mexican neighborhood next to me. So like I went to a bunch of like Mexican owned coffee shops and stuff. Like that's not revolutionary, but that's important. So like little things like that also do count.
Yes, that's true. And that, again, that's the like beat yourself up part of it, right? It's like if I'm not making huge strides or helping in so many big ways, like, I mean,
The hugest stride that you can make is make incremental long-term changes in your daily life that will last for the rest of your life.
And it's easy to forget about that stuff because it is like you should kind of set it and forget it. And with some things, like I have a bunch of donations that are set up that just come out every month, and like I don't even think about those as like acts of community building or resistance. It's just a thing that comes out every month because it was a cause that was important to me and still is. And you can't do that with everything. And so that's part of it too, is it's like, what can I find this month that can expand this bubble of what I'm doing? And like you said, sometimes you just need a water break and like not sit back and relax, but take a step back and go, what am I doing?
You can also reevaluate like when I have the time, energy, money next month, where can that go?
Right. Absolutely.
Planning is also important.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, we also started composting.
Yes, you started composting.
We got a little compost bucket that they come pick up, and
it's exciting.
I bought a big composter a while ago, and then I was like, I'm overwhelmed. And then when we were at the farmer's market, they had like this very easy, accessible one that I've been seeing on other people's porches. And I was like, give me your pitch. And then they gave me the pitch, and it's shockingly reasonable, like expense. It's so cheap. And I was like, hell yes, I will buy a bucket. Give me a bucket.
Hell yeah. We have a compost in our backyard that we just don't take advantage of. The neighbors that live below us were the ones that put it in when they moved in, and we just like don't ever think about it. Yeah. It's like, I just need a bucket in our kitchen that I can start throwing
you should
stuff
take
in.
I have a flyer. You should take it.
I will.
Take the flyer.
I absolutely will.
Yeah. So don't beat yourself up. Sustainable long-term changes, like not going to Starbucks may sound silly. Not going to Target may sound silly. Limiting your Amazon may sound silly. Those are lifelong changes that you are making.
Yep, absolutely. God, the fucking Amazon one, man. I was doing so good. And then it was like...
They're a monopoly, and sometimes you have to order stuff off of it.
Absolutely. It is so frustrating to go to an individual product's website and be like, I'm ready to spend money. I'm ready to spend more money than on Amazon, and I'm ready to spend shipping and handling. And I can't. I have to go through Amazon.
Also, it's
really
funny when you do have to order on Amazon, but you don't have Prime, they literally punish you for not having it. I ordered something that I needed, and I bundled it so that whatever I ordered would, more sustainable. I didn't get it for over a month. They punish you for not having Prime, which is like fine, whatever. I'm about to have to do an order because there's a specific cat thing that we can't get anywhere else, which is I'm trying not to beat myself up over that because I really prided myself that I didn't use Amazon for several months, but like they are in a monopoly, unfortunately, and at times. So like just doing small changes, like I'm doing it rarely, and when I do, I try and bundle everything I have. I'm willing to wait a month. Planning, like I don't need it tomorrow. I can wait a month.
Right.
That stuff is important too.
Yep. Target. I haven't been to Target in a minute.
I went to Target once to pick up my grandmother's prescription, but I don't think that counts because I didn't spend any money. I just walked in, and I did have a moment where I was like, fuck, I love Target. But also I was like, whatever.
I participated in the original Target boycott when, I don't know, like a decade ago, I don't remember that. They originally refused to put boys and girls toys in the same area, and they had this like segregation of toys, and like that was the thing that people were boycotting, and I was like, sure, fuck them. I'll join this boycott.
Legos are for everyone. Action figures are for everyone.
Absolutely.
Barbies are for everyone.
And like that was a thing that they had to do to integrate that, and then they gave a bunch of money to anti-gay organizations, and so I didn't use Target for like, I don't know, 7-8 years. And then they had the one Pride collection, and they were good for about 3 years. Yeah. And now they're bullshit again. And like, I do miss the experience of going to Target. That's what I miss more than even any kind of spending money there. It surprisingly has been hard to get my husband to stop going to Target because
I have friends who are very like militant and like whatever, and who still like we participated in the original boycott a couple months ago, but when that technically ended, we like started going back. Because like Target, it is hard. Like speaking as somebody who is boycotting Target and then also rarely spending on Amazon, there are things that are really hard to find. Easy things. Like, yes. But that are actually hard to find because like not everything's at Walgreens, and not, Walgreens isn't perfect. No other store is perfect. It's just you have to make choices. And like you have to sort of learn to live with the lack of things
That's
too.
What I was just gonna say. I've seen a lot of people say, I boycotted and then now I just don't. Like I found other places to get things. I decided I didn't actually need this stuff on a like regular enough
a lot of money not going to Target. I would spend a crazy amount of money.
I remember going to Target with you, and one time you told the cashier, "Don't tell me how much I'm spending. Just take my card and run it."
Classic.
Well, because
they are a superstore that has gardening supplies and food and baby clothes and toiletries and notebooks and movies and TVs. When we bought our TV, when we moved in here many, many years ago, we bought it at Target. Like you can sort of get everything at Target. It is like a Walmart. It's the like bougier Walmart or whatever, but like you can get everything there. So you end up spending a lot of money. And then Target is uniquely good at kitschy little knickknacks.
Yes, they are.
And when you are somebody who loves a kitschy little knickknack,
it's hard to turn away.
You know how many of those birds I got? My grandma still buys me birds from Target, and she'll just buy them and be like, I feel bad accepting this, but also she spent the money already, and like, whatever, it's a gift. Like, I'm not spending money on these stupid, I'm not asking her to go to Target and buy these birds. But in her head, I have those birds.
I do like those birds.
Well, I have 7,000 of them.
I know.
And, overconsumption is bad, whatever, but like, I display all my little knickknacks.
You do. You're a maximalist.
I don't really get rid of stuff. Like, I buy stuff that I don't really believe in storage. I believe in storage for holiday decorations or things that are very like timely. Like, I do use this, but I don't use it all year. But like, I don't got stuff in boxes. My stuff is out.
Yep.
Like, I do think there's a difference between like consuming something because you just like have to have it, which I also do. I'm not perfect. It's like there's this girl I follow on Instagram who's really into Booster Gold, who is a lame superhero, a lovely lame superhero, but it's a hilarious superhero to be like, my personality is Booster Gold. And so they have action figures and clothing and whatever, but it's all on display and it's all like deeply loved. And they made like some reel that was like me condemning Labubu buyers, and then it's like her surrounded by all of her Booster Gold stuff. But like, that is fundamentally different. Like, is it still overconsumption? Yes, but there's like passion behind it, and like, she's not going to dump her Booster Gold stuff in the trash or at a Goodwill in 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
That stuff she's going to be buried with.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
So I think that is a little different, even though it's whiffs of the same thing. But like, we're literally sitting in like an insane room where all of my stuff is just displayed.
All the stuff you'll be buried with.
Yeah. It's all just there. Or that my child will inherit. I'll be like, what the fuck is this Star Trek commemorative plate? Or maybe I love it. I don't know.
Yeah. They'll grow up around it, and some of it'll be like, this just reminds me of my mom, even though I don't care about this particular. My mom has these like beautiful paintings of ladies looking out the window and reading, and no one in my family wants them when she dies, and she knows it. And I was like, but I'll take one because it reminds me of you. Like, the subject and like that quality of the painting isn't what I give a fuck about, even if they are very good. Like, I care about the fact that it is a direct physical reminder of you.
Yeah, honestly, that type of stuff too is what is kind of a bummer of overconsumption too. Like, when things are so mass produced and you have like this boring picture of like a lily that like you bought at Home Goods, like, nobody's going to want to inherit that. That's not going to have like the memory as like the same as like this really specific kitschy, well-made thing, you know? We don't make inheritance stuff anymore.
No,
we make disposable stuff.
Yeah, we make things that are ready to fall apart at any moment and you can't repair them.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But even like even kitschy stuff too. Now, I'm not just thinking of like furniture and things like that. I'm thinking about like little kitschy knickknacks and stuff. They're just like not made with care. Even like action figures and stuff. Like a lot of it's made like shit now.
Yep.
And I say this as somebody who has a lot of Funko Pops because I got into my brain that I needed to have every Supernatural Funko Pop. We don't have to talk about it. I am missing one of them because it sold out immediately, and I'm pretty pissed about it. Those are stupid.
That's all right, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they're not made particularly well. Like, it's not...
I don't know. Maybe it's just that I don't expect them to be made particularly well.
That's fair. They're $12.
Yeah, like that. I think that's
unless you buy them on eBay because they're rare and they're not $12 anymore.
No, I'm sure that they're not. I bet they include at least one extra zero,
man.
actually.
I've spent a lot of money on those toys. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, but that's part of what...
But they're on display. Yeah. You can see all of them.
I was going to say, you don't have that shit in boxes. Literally, you don't have it in boxes.
I don't believe in keeping I have a couple action figures in boxes because I actually don't have a place to put them. So then I hang them on the wall in boxes. But if I had a place to put them, I probably would take them out of the box. But I'm just like, my space is at a premium. I actually do have to be more selective now.
Yeah, you for real do. Especially in this room that we're sitting in.
It's pretty fine.
Oh, I mean, I love this room. There's just a lot going on in here.
You have a Molder action figure that's missing a foot. I inherited those from my old boss. She was cleaning out her stuff and said, I found all these old X-Files things. You're a weirdo. Do you want these? And I was like, absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
100%.
Oh, I love that. I have a question. What's a Labubu?
I don't know a ton about it. A Labubu. So several years ago, purse charms became a thing.
Yes, I remember.
I don't.
They're still very popular.
Yes, so they're very popular. So then this company made these little. They're like little evil rabbits.
Okay.
they're like they have like a plastic face that has like little teethies, and it's like making a smile, like an evil smile, and then it's got like a fluffy rabbit body on it.
Okay.
Essentially. So it's like pink or purple, and they're blind boxes.
Oh,
So people will buy them and be like, oh, I really want. They have names, I'm sure. White Labubu, or purple Labubu. And then they don't get them, so they buy more because it's a blind box. Blind box is really up the stakes. But because they became so popular, because like I think some celebrities had them on their purses or whatever, they're just like they're having a moment. Okay. They're like the Stanley Cup of this year or whatever. Okay. But they're very expensive now because they became very popular. But it is just the latest dumb trend.
I saw a post about this.
Have you not? You don't know what they look like?
No, I have no idea what they look like.
I'll pull one up.
The only thing I knew about them was someone posting on something. I saw it reposted on Blue Sky about. I legitimately thought Lil Boo Boo was cute nicknamey for lobotomy, and like that is literally what I thought people were talking about until I saw that and was like, it's not a lobotomy.
It's not a lobotomy.
I just need a quick Lil Boo Boo, you know. Just
that's a hilarious name. They're just purse charms. They're little monsters that are like little rabbits with teeths.
I see. Okay, I have seen these before. I think I've actually seen them as purse charms. Like using them.
People use them. People use it because they're a status thing now too, right? Like, but these ones are the little ones. That's why they're only $24. Like I think there are like big ones. I don't know. I don't know that much about them. I just exist in a cultural moment. They're from a place called Pop Mart, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man.
Interesting. Okay.
I did see a really funny cosplay of like two people comparing their Labubus, and one's a real Labubu and one's like a human on a charm, like with a rabbit costume and like the fangs. And I was like, that's funny. That's a really funny costume. Just the Labubu costume. Yeah, so.
Okay. Now I know.
That's my soapbox about overconsumption versus collecting.
Yeah. They're totally different.
Yeah. Though they are shades of the same thing. I'm not saying being a collector is.
You can be a certain type of collector that's also overconsumptive, but again, it depends on how you use it. It depends on if it's just like
a lot of collectors are buying stuff that are already made, right? Like think about me buying a lot of like the old Star Trek books or old Star Trek fanzines, or like again, Booster Gold's not a popular character, so like that's a hunt. That's like things that have been already made, and I think there is something different about like collecting stuff that's already there, right?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. That's like I got you and producer Bobby those oh my god, those convention
those are rad.
And like they're convention programs and
from like the 70s. They're cool.
And yes, they are super fucking cool. And my mom gave me one for my birthday because I was talking about how I was looking for them for you. And she got me this fucking great one of Kirk like Uncle Sam saying that the Federation wants you. Yeah. And I hung it up in my bathroom because I was like, I want to look at this every fucking day.
It's
like,
cool.
And it just existed. A person had it and I bought it and now I'm the person that has it. And like that, it sort of feels like that cliche of everyone in a performing circle just passes the same $10 around because that is what it's like.
What it's like to be a burlesque dancer?
Yes, exactly. Like the performer space of this is just a thing you do. That feels like it with collecting sometimes, where it's like we're really moving this from person to person, and that's the point of it.
Yeah. There's like weirdly community in that versus like I bought this thing. And I buy new things too. I'm not saying like I'm perfect.
Oh, no. Sometimes
I literally buy like 30 comic books a week, which is wasteful. And I understand that.
But you also collect them too. And you're good about donating stuff that you're no longer like holding on to.
Donate to a place that actually like sells them and uses them. Actually, most of the comic books go to kids at Open Books, which is nice.
Yeah.
And they can't get enough of them. Yeah. I got to go through my comics because I know I have a bunch of kids' comics that I'm probably not going to read again. And I'm just going to take them straight to those kids.
Nice.
Cool. Question?
Pick a number between 1 and 20.
18.
All right. Would you rather never have to cook for yourself again or never have to clean your house by yourself
Never
again?
have to cook for myself ever again.
Really?
I hate cooking. I hate figuring out part of cooking is figuring out what to cook and prepping it. If I ever have a modicum of money where I could do something outrageous, the thing I would do is hire someone to meal prep everything for me.
Oh man, we used one of those services when I was pregnant and it fucking ripped. It was the best.
I don't have a full-blown eating disorder. Like I don't like count my calories or things like that. It's not a body image thing. It is way more related to my ADHD. I hate thinking about food. I'm not a picky eater either usually. But I just hate thinking about food. I hate prepping food. I hate having food in my house.
Yeah.
I don't hate eating. I hate all of the things that go around eating.
Nope, I totally get it.
So 100% food. I don't mind cleaning. I put on my headphones, I just clean.
Oh man, it's funny because your immediate reaction was duh, obviously cooking. Mine is duh, obviously clean my house. I don't ever want to think about that shit again. I hate cleaning my house. And cooking, I don't care. I've been a stoner for a really fucking long time. I can cook for one. I don't give a shit. That's so totally fine with me. But having to deep clean my bathroom, I would
just
rather
put on your headphones.
Oh no.
Jam.
No, I just can't do it. I can put on my headphones and do 20 minutes of pickup. I'm really good at that. But actually getting down to it, nah, I just can't do it. I wouldn't consider myself a super gross person, but that's probably the grossest thing about me is that I fucking hate cleaning my house.
Yeah.
Good thing my husband loves it. Hopefully my child will love it.
Me and Nick are messy, and then it can get messy, but then every couple weeks I'll just be ugh, and put my headphones on and then be and then do it. So
every once in a while we'll just hire someone to come do it.
We do that sometimes too. The bathrooms are hard. I don't love cleaning it. Cleaning a toilet is one thing, but cleaning the whole bathroom and champagne problems. I live in a house, very grateful, et cetera, et cetera. I have 3 bathrooms. I told Aaron, the one bathroom downstairs, there's a moody light, and then there's the overhead light. And I always use the moody light. Whenever I use the overhead light, I'm oh my God, it's gross in here.
Right. And it's I walk into that bathroom and I don't see that at all. And so there's a difference between levels of gross. You know what I mean? There's God, I need to clean this bathroom. And then there's, I don't want to be in this house because it's gross.
Yeah.
Have been in some of those.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whenever you go in, even my house is quote unquote dirty. It's just kind of messy. Could be vacuumed. We have 3 cats. We're pretty good about the litter boxes and things like that. But also we live in an old house. Even if it's clean, sometimes it will smell a little musty. We'll open windows and stuff. I get it. But I hate food prep so much. I don't even dislike going to the grocery store. I'll go again. That's headphone Alexis time.
Yeah.
So that's still when Nick is let's go together. I'm but that's headphone Alexis time. What do you mean you're going to be there? It's just, I don't know. I hate just I get decision fatigue when it comes to food. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm not a picky eater, but as I've gotten a little older, I will get hyper focused on food and then be I can't do this anymore. Or I'll have I have more texture stuff than I did when I was younger. I'm not a picky eater at a restaurant. Let's put it like that. When somebody is prepping me food, unless it's something I don't like beets or goat cheese, I will eat it. I will try anything at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. At my house, really picky. Mm-hmm. Where I'm no, the only thing I want to eat is this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just hate the decisions that go into it. And the main way my ADHD manifests is I have a really hard time with transitions. And so transitioning from, oh, I'm doing something to, oh, I'm hungry. I'm not good at building in the cooking time. So now I'm hungry and pissed that I'm cooking. I can't decide what to cook. I hate it.
Yep. I mean, I don't disagree. But again, I've been a stoner so long and I've had an eating disorder so long that I'm whatever, man, I'll figure it out. The moment I get hungry and I'm actually hungry, I'm all right, let's go stoner brain. What can I eat now? 4 fruit snacks? Sounds great.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm very snacky because of that, but that's not food prep, right? You're eating fruit snacks.
Yeah. But calories are calories. It's better to get the calories in than to
Yeah, I guess this
nothing.
question in me, as I am interpreting it, is not Lost Boy eating. Like, I can Lost Boy eat.
Yeah. Fair.
That's how
fair.
I eat. But like actual meals and like things like that.
That makes sense. Oh, man. What a good polarizing question. I really thought you were going to say not have to clean again. That's funny.
No, I don't mind cleaning.
Differences between people.
Yeah.
Everyone's unique. Sort of.
I just need somebody to be coming over.
Yeah, you are good at that. Because anyway, when you have people over, no matter how much you've cleaned, you always say, I'm sorry my house is so dirty. It's like, girl, it's not.
It is dirty right now, but like you don't necessarily count. No offense.
No, I definitely do not. If you were still cleaning,
No offense.
If you were still cleaning before I came over every time, I would be like, stop doing that.
Yeah, so you don't really count.
No, that's okay.
So when I say it's messy, it is usually messy.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's it. That's the question.
All right.
And I think that's the podcast.
That is the podcast. You can find me at NYD Urgency on Instagram.
You can find me at Stella Cheeks on Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky.
You can join our Discord. I don't know where you would go to get the link for that.
Oh, I think you can search on Discord. It's NYD Productions, or you go to our website, which is NYD Productions, and there's a hyperlink to get you to our Discord, which is free.
Yes, come hang out. There's a lot of good stuff. The previously aforementioned link posting is going
And
on.
you can put links in there too.
Yes, please put links in there. I'm so curious about what other people like because I don't understand it. And so it's
People who really like thick, I'm just telling you, they're going to be long.
well, that's okay. I'm not saying that those shouldn't like exist or anything.
Yeah.
And I told you too, like you can give me a chapter or two.
Yeah, but I haven't read that one in years. I'm not gonna I don't know which chapter is the good one. I'm not gonna read the 80,000 word fic again. Like that, girlfriend, is not gonna happen.
You just randomly assign me a chapter too.
But what if it's the worst chapter in the whole fic?
Well, that's the thing, right? You got to read the worst chapter in the fic if you're getting through it.
They go to a BDSM sex planet.
I mean, I tried to read a BDSM one and there wasn't enough BDSM in it.
This one has a lot of it in it.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
a literal sex planet.
Well, yeah.
There are
Anyway, come join our Discord.
lot
There's
going on.
There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. You should also join our newsletter, which is available at nydproductions.beehiiv.com. It's fun. I enjoy making it every month. I think that it's a good collaborative project that the three of us do.
It's just a good way to get, like, if you're like, oh, what's a book? There's almost always a book rack, at least from one of us. There's almost always a music rack. There's almost always a video game rack. Like, if you're like, I don't know what to consume this month, like, there's stuff in there for that.
And you get, like, if you like our company and have been following us for a while, you also get a lot into our personalities. And, like, we each basically write a journal entry every month now, which is pretty cool. And also, like, if you want some cool memes, this is the place. I save my best meme for the newsletter every month.
A completely incomprehensible meme unless you know the reference.
I liked that this last month you both gave me captions, which is something that neither of you have ever done.
I was like, with this meme, it needs at least a little caption, because it was a Spider-Man, Willem Dafoe, Crown of Candy mashup, and it just said, I'm something of a war guy myself. And I was like, this is prescient because of like the war stuff happening, but also this is such a funny meme if you get the reference.
Which I did not. I was glad that you provided a caption.
Something of a war guy myself.
I love it. It's fun. It's a fun newsletter. I highly recommend people. It's also short.
Yeah.
Usually it's like a 5-minute read. If you're just looking for popcorn, that's also a good place to do that.
Also, if you want to support us, because shocking, podcasts do cost money still, you can go over to our Patreon, throw us some money, little as $1, as many as $1 million, and you'll get extra podcasts, which we are doing more of. The next one is a doozy. And you'll get like episode notes and stuff. And, you know, are we the best at updating Patreon with lots of cool stuff? No. But also giving us $5 a month to host all these podcasts is really cool and chill.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's it. That's the podcast.
All
we'll
right.
see you next month.
Yeah.
Have a Wednesday.
Have a Wednesday. I was like, are you going to do it? Am I
Nope,
doing
I
it?
Rolodexed all of our closings for like the past 10 years and was like, what is it? What is it?
Have a Wednesday.
What did they used to be? We did Demi's, yeah. Did we have a Carmilla sign off, or did I just use her music?
I think we just used her music for a little while.
FABULS. That song ripped. Remember when
good.
WWE theme songs were good?
Yes, I do.
Goodbye.
Bye.